What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today we have something completely different. We'll be doing a wash on a dump truck on the exterior. It has a bunch of mud and everything, so I will show you guys the process that we do to take care of this. And it's weird, right? We did have a miscommunication with the customer, but it is a dump truck, and we did arrange and fix the price of this detail, right? But it's mostly cleaning the under, has a bunch of mud. We're gonna pressure wash the flatbed, all that other stuff. So if you guys like this type of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will show you guys this dump truck in the state that it's in. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, everyone, so this is the dump truck right here. So we just really gotta clean and power wash under all this, and I will show you guys how we go about it. It's mainly just degreasing and stuff like that. So yes, I will show you guys the process. It's just the exterior and the flatbed. The flatbed, he said, don't worry about opening it up because it is super heavy. We just tilt it back, clean it, and wash it. But it is super muddy, super dirty, and I'll show you guys with the pressure washer how you can make this look amazing. Well, I know you're probably thinking, just in general, I thought this was mainly like a car detailing channel. I do this type of detail. You know, my wife and I, we do this, especially wintertime, when the wintertime is coming up. And we do these type of details, right? These trucks need to get cleaned as well, right? They're work trucks. The owners want to keep it pristine, especially the mud that gets stuck in the ball joints, the bearings, and all that stuff. You really got to clean that out, right? Because that will degrade and penetrate even more over time. And this is the process that we're doing, and I know some of you guys are thinking, how did I get into this mess? Well, unfortunately, there was a miscommunication when I said, hey, I did quote them earlier. I said, listen, it's going to cost you $220. What you're looking for is a wash and wax on a big pickup truck and a basic interior wipe down. And then he was like, I'm like, what kind of size is it? He was like, all right, yeah, I'll book it. He booked it for the next day, and then I asked him, is it a Ford, F-150, 250, 350, what am I working with? Even though he did say dump truck, but I was thinking in my head, he probably is calling it himself a dump truck, a pickup truck, because he probably just used it to dump stuff off, right? And in reality, that wasn't the case. And when I did book this, and he did tell me, do you want to come over and take care of this over by my place? And I said, nah, for this type of job, again, I'm thinking it's a complete pickup truck, and I'm like, I could back it in the garage. This could be a lot easier to do, and it's a better result, right? And I'm at the comfort, right, of my home, and I have all the equipment and everything here. And as they're pulling up, all I hear is a big truck just honking, and I'm like, there's no way this is it. Luckily, I do know the neighbors, and I moved the vehicles that were in front of my house. That way I was able to park this truck and detail this dump truck. And you see, I'm just pressure washing everything off, right? You see all that mud, right? That's all he really wanted, was the exterior to be fully pressure washed off. And for this type of service, I usually charge $400, but I did bite the bullet just because of the simple fact of, hey, this is normally what I charge. And even though he just wanted the exterior wash and he did want a basic interior wipe down, I settled for like $350, and from there I did bite the bullet, right? Because usually the interior would be like $480 total, pretty much $500 for just this, right? I'm just pressure washing everything off using a degreaser, and then just cleaning just the exterior, the paint surfaces, right? And that's it. There and nothing else. Probably do a spray wax, and that's about it, right? There's not much to there's not much painted surfaces to worry about on this dump truck. But I did bite the bullet and I said, listen, you're already here, I'm already booked, let's just get this going, so that way later in the future I do have other vehicles that needs to get done, and I do not want to waste a time slot on something that I was able to move the cars around. But yes, as you can see here, I did use power clean and brake buster on the wheels earlier, about like 45 seconds ago on this, and I did clean it. And again, it's just pressure washing all that mud out. Look at all this mud on the wheel wells and dirt and sand that we're pressure washing off, right? And this is all we're doing on the whole exterior, right? I did include the basic interior just because I did want content. I just wanted to show you guys an after and just show a complete detail, which he was appreciated for, and he did give a great tip on top of that, so I do thank him for that. And this is my wife. We did put power clean straight on to everything and just agitated everything, so you're gonna see me use the long wand afterwards to pressure wash everything, and this makes everything so much easier, right? Once that degreaser and everything is sitting there, all you gotta do is just pressure wash it straight off. You could put it as close as possible because these are steel elements, right? All of this is just steel. We really want to release all that mud and gunk that's stuck there, and you're gonna see some areas that's gonna be stained there forever, right? Because it is mud and it is a work truck, and it's probably been super dirty for a couple months already to begin with, right? And yes, this is a great way to do this type of business in your detailing business, right? Especially a lot of these people do have these big garages and warehouse that you're able to go to and clean these type of vehicles, right? I'm not somebody that do supercars and stuff like that. I'm just a detailer and I take what comes, and this is the halfway part of the video, right? And like I said, some of these areas are stained. The wheels are already stained fully. I didn't use any Meguiar's acid wheel brightener, which is an acid cleaner. I did not use that on those. And this is the left half of the vehicle, and you guys see of this whole, I gotta stop saying vehicle because this is a big damn truck, and of the truck, and this is the untouched area. Look how dirt and gunky and mucky it is, right? And we really pressure washing all of this off. Look at the tires and wheels on this side. There's a complete night and day difference. Same thing with the undercarriage part of the lift, and I do still have to pressure wash the flatbed, right? And I will show you guys in a bit on me pressure washing the flatbed, right? Because it did have a bunch of sand, and like I said, it's a huge night and day difference, right? All we're doing is pressure washing. I really need to get you guys in here. We're not making this vehicle look perfect, right? And these are the type of customers that you want in your detailing business, right? Everything needs to be clean, especially something like this. This took about me and my wife about 2 to 3 hours to do, right? And look at all this. It's just all this mud and gunk, and once I flip the camera around, you guys gonna see all that extra dirt. And this is just me filming pretty much kind of like halfway into this pressure washing part, and when I flip the camera over, you're gonna see all that mud and gunk. I was still stuck in there, and again, I push all this mud and sand over to the right side because he did say, listen, I don't want you to open up the flatbed. So what I did was push everything over to that right corner and let the rest drain out, and night and day different on the flatbed, right? Took me about 20 minutes to power wash this whole thing. As you can see, all the sand is over on the other side. He didn't want me to open up the flatbed. That's fine. This is the interior part of the after. I did not show the before, but you can see I could tell you the mats were 110%, even much more dirtier and muddier than that. Same thing with the dashboard and the cup holders. We did a quick wipe down, right? The wipe down in the interior took us about 30 minutes to do. And again, we did this for the content because I did want to show a complete refresh. In that bag, clear bag right there, is all the receipts and everything that was all over the dashboard and stuff like that. And yes, I did use tire shine on a truck. Just because it's a dump truck and it's a construction truck does not mean you cut corners, right? And this is one of them that is just super simple to do, just to give it a complete finish on the truck, right? It's a truck. It has feelings, I guess, but you know, it wants to feel good. And this is the after result. Look how shiny it is. We used G1, not G1, S1 soap from Glass Parency, Carpro Perl on the rims, and look how and GP Boost on the paint for that extra shine as a wax. And just look at the complete detail, right? And like I said, there is some permanent staining and stuff, but we made sure we pressure wash everything. And I almost died trying to take this video for the flatbed. And you can see here, this is when everything's dry, and everything is, like I said, it's areas are just completely stained. It is what it is. And the most important part was the undercarriage, which was completely clean and clear of all that mud. If you see on the video, all this mud and dirt that's on the actual street itself. Me and my wife cleaned this up afterwards. We all put it in the bag and threw it inside a garbage bag once the sand dried. And this is a complete finish, right? We detailed a huge pickup truck, and I hope you guys do like this type of content. Alright everyone, I am back. So yes, we are finished with the dump truck. Super dirty. It wasn't a rough job, it was just a dirty job, right? We finished the job. It took us about 2.5 hours, 3 hours to do, right? There was a miscommunication with me and the customer. I personally thought it was a pickup truck, even though he said dump truck, but when I asked him for the size, I was like, is it like a Ford 550 F-150? Like, what is it? And he said it's a little bit bigger than a Ford, but it was more of a dump truck that he was comparing to. So usually our charge for this type of detail was $400, but I did charge him, you know, $350. Again, it's just a power wash with a little bit of soap just on that front part. It's not that big of a deal, but it is time consuming. I did clean out the flatbed as well, and all of the undercarriage that was done. So I did bite the bullet on that. What should I have done there? Even though I did charge him first, I quoted him $220 for it initially, but then I said, listen, this type of stuff I usually charge $400, but due to the miscommunication, you're already here, I'll do it for $350. And we did just do a light interior detail as well, just to get it, you know, over with and make it look its best. But yes, so I hope you guys like this type of content. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.